talking Dolphins, bro. What's up? What's up with your Dolphins, man? Why are they trying to trade one of the best players on the team, bro? Why are they trying to do the most Dolphin thing ever, bro? Like, what's up with them, bro? Like, so if you don't know, and if anybody who's a Dolphins fan, bro, the Dolphins are trying to trade Jonnu Smith because Jonnu Smith wants more money. This is after on the heels of them already trying to trade Jalen Ramsey, bro. So, yeah, there's you know how they call things girl math. Then yeah, we have our version in NFL, bro. Dolphins math, bro. If you're a good player, the Dolphins don't want you, bro. That's Dolphins math is a very funny thing, bro. So when you got the news of that, when Adam Schefter sent off that tweet, when Adam Schefter hit us with a Schefter bomb, bro, like what was going through your head as a resident Dolphin fan, sir?
Well, Herbie, look at it this way. We gave Tyreek Hill a raise. He wants out. We gave Jalen Ramsey a raise. He wants out. Oh, Jonnu Smith, who is probably the 32nd most, like, he doesn't. The guy who's a central part of the offense, dog. It's just typical Dolphins behavior. I think the mindset behind it, Herbie, is the fact that Jonnu Smith's role. Like, here's the thing: Jonnu Smith was an unpredicted part of the offense that ended up being good, right? Like, I don't think teams across the league and even the Dolphins themselves knew how effective he was going to be. So he had that element to him. There's playmakers around him. And I guess the Dolphins as an organization, they probably feel
Swampcast all day, man. Shout out to the Swampcast, man. You already
the
know
targets that
J-Man,
he
man.
gets, they can go to other players. Like, I'm pretty sure like the Dolphins feel like his production is replaceable. But even then, Herbie, I mean, at the end of the day, like, the guy wants a raise. He's a good locker room presence, by all means, like from what's being reported, pay him. Like, the Dolphins never want to pay somebody who's actually good for them. That's insanity. And we keep doing the same ridiculous over and over again, bro.
So it's funny because I want to juxtapose this between two tight ends, right? So you got Jonnu Smith, who has produced, who's done what he's supposed to do, and he feels that he should be rightly paid what he's deserved. And then you got this dude in Atlanta who didn't go to OTAs by the name of Kyle Pitts, who thinks he's underpaid. And I want to be like, yo, who the hell do you think you are, Mr. Kyle Pitts? Like, he like. Do you not like I get it, bro. Professional athletes, there has to be some type of delusion. They can't believe that they are not him. But if I was Arthur Blank, bro, I would have told that dude, get the hell out of my office, man. Like, what are you talking about? How dare you? Like, how dare you have the audacity to think that you could go ahead and not show up to OTAs because you want more money as Kyle Pitts, bro. And then you got guys like Jonnu Smith. You got guys who are trying to produce. And the NFL is funny, man, because certain front offices just don't, like, they just don't learn, bro. Front office people are delusional. The football players are delusional, bro. It's just a league full of delulu people, dog. Like, I don't understand, Mr. Rod, bro. Like, this is pretty ridiculous, man. But I think you guys are gonna get it resolved. I don't foresee a future where you guys don't have Jonnu Smith, right? I get it. You guys have a lot of, like, you have tight ends, right? Like, Jonnu Smith wasn't, he fell into your lap, right? So I get why they might feel like he's expendable, but cooler heads have to prevail at some point. If they don't, then if they don't, the Dolphin math is like hilarious, like absolutely hilarious. Bro.
He had a really great season, and when you really think about what he brings to the team, like, he is an excellent matchup. He's an excellent, like, matchup nightmare for defenses, right? Because who's guarding him? The linebackers and the safeties. So he's too big for the safeties and he's too quick for the linebackers. The Dolphins were like, we didn't have that in the McDaniel era until he arrived. So even if they think that his targets can go elsewhere, I mean, I think his impact is kind of hard to deny too, Herbie. It really is.
There's a video that I want to play because I was listening to a podcast the other day at work, right? And they mentioned something that They were talking about how the Dolphins never really replaced Teron Armstead, even though he retired in February, and he gave them ample time to figure out a plan, and they never executed. Right. So this is from the Football 301 Football podcast, Yahoo Sports, and this is Nate Tice, who I love. Matt Harmon, he's really good. He does a lot of stuff with wide receivers. And then Charles McDonald, right? Charles McDonald, he's been all over the place. I've listened to him on several football podcasts. But the discussion about the Miami Dolphins offensive line came up, bro. And he said this, bro. You can hear it, right?
No, I can't hear it.
Damn. Chat, y'all can hear this or no?
Yeah, I can't hear it.
Damn. That sucks. All right. Well, that just wasn't call it, bro. That just sucks. Yeah, whatever. Long story short, bro. Basically what they were saying is, or Charles was saying, the point that Charles was making. You guys could probably go find it out. I'll put the link in the chat myself if y'all want to have that discussion, right? So basically, he was saying, how the hell do the Dolphins not fix this offensive line, bro? When y'all had more than ample time to do so. Like, that doesn't make any sense, bro. Like, and what is your opinion on that, Rod?
Well, it kind of depends. Well, I'm wondering what he means by that. Well, here's the thing, Herbie.
Basically, what he's trying to say is that he doesn't, in his mind, y'all guys didn't do enough to address the offensive line. I know you guys are going to try to go with the homegrown talent, the Austin Jacksons, and the guys who that y'all picked up, but based off of his evaluation, you guys knew that you weren't going to have to run Armstead, and you didn't do enough to really address left tackle.
Well, that's spoken like someone who doesn't keep up with the team. And I appreciate his concern because obviously offensive line has been a problem for the Dolphins. But ultimately, Patrick Paul was drafted to be that replacement, Herbie. The replacement was already there. Now, how good he's going to be in that role is, to be to determine. But we have Patrick Paul. We added James Daniels, Jonas Savania. Like, we did address the offensive line, Herbie. We just got to see how all these pieces fit together and how they play out. Patrick Paul, to his credit, had a kind of up what he's made of this year, but he's taking Teron Armstead's spot, and we'll see how he does. You know what I mean? Like, that's all we can really do. We don't know. It's an unknown, but it has been addressed, so to speak.
Yeah, but we won't know until the season starts, right? So, okay, one more thing, two more things actually. I want your opinion on these two things. One, why is it already OTAs and your cornerbacks already getting dusted according to the beat reporters, bro? Like, why they already getting dusted in OTAs, dog? They said Jalen Waddle took off and he was clearing the Dolphins cornerbacks, bro, in OTAs, man. Like, y'all ain't even really in pads like that for real, bro. So how do you feel about another season with garbage cornerback play, bro, heading into 2025, Rod?
I mean, Herbie, it's typical Dolphins, man, right? Like, we addressed the offensive line, but with the impending Ramsey trade, what do? We don't do anything for the cornerbacks. So I'm not shocked, Herbie. This is just the beginning, Herbie. The fact that we're hearing about this in OTAs, the Dolphins gonna have to put up 35, 40 a game. That's what it sounded like. That's what it sounded like, bro.
All right. Second thing before we go ahead and move on to the actual crux of the episode, which is the quarterbacks discussion, right? So I know y'all can see that right there, man. I got Jonnu Smith trade and I got this right here. Tyreek throwing hands, bro. According to Tyreek Hill, man, he said he wanted to knock out your head coach, man, because he wasn't throwing him the ball enough, but he wasn't getting enough targets. Dog, Tyreek, fam, they tried. You was just getting locked up, fam. Like that's the reality of the situation, bro. Like, and this is the thing about wide receivers and what's his name? Malik Neighbors, he went on Carmelo Anthony's podcast and he made a great point, right? He made a great point. He said, yeah, well, basically I'm paraphrasing it. Malik said, yeah, we are divas. Yeah, we do get mad. Yeah, we want the ball. But this is the reason why I think he said it and it really made it click. He was like, bro, we are running all these routes. You think we were trying to run all these routes for nothing? I never gave thought to that, bro. These dudes do run a lot. If I'm running full speed down the line, I'm going to be mad as hell if I'm not getting the ball, right? Or not getting the ball at an adequate amount that I think I deserve or should be justified, bro. Because I'm out here running 9 routes, taking slants, potentially putting my body on the line. And I never really gave thought to that, bro. So I think that's the real reason why all these dudes be mad when they don't get the ball. And then you got the financial side, right? Like, if you're a wide receiver, you're not getting paid unless you are getting stats, right? Like you have to get the ball. You gotta do this, and you gotta give the ball back to the ref because you scored to get paid. So I get it, bro, but come on, dog. Why are you telling us that? Take us out the group chat. That's really what I wanted to say, bro. Take us out the group chat. I don't need to know that you was out here about to knock your head coach across the head because you wasn't getting enough balls. And the part of the reason why you wasn't giving enough balls is because they adjusted and they know how to guard you now, dog. So it's on your coach, yes, to make that adjustment, bro. But I just wanted to get your opinion on that, Rod.
Well, on one hand, I could feel where he's coming from, Herbie, because obviously, when you're the best player, you want your coach to make a concerted effort to get you the ball. But like you said, Herbie, teams have wised up and they have adjusted to the way the Dolphins play, one. And two, Tyreek Hill last season just didn't have the pep to his step that he normally had, right?
At all. He wasn't nearly as, I'm not gonna say he wasn't nearly as fast or explosive because 80% of Tyreek is still better than 99.9% of the NFL, right? It's just, dude, he was injured. He wasn't clearly he had a lot going on off the field that may have impacted him on the field. We seen the dude get arrested. Like a lot happened to Tyreek Hill last year, bro. That might have affected why he wasn't getting the ball. And I could understand why you felt the need to be frustrated, but we don't need to know that, man. We don't need to know that, dog. All right, man. Yeah, that too. They missed him several times. It was a combination because I know they missed him because the couple of times I had that dude on my ticket and I see that ball sail over his head. Oh my God, I wanted to fight, bro. Like I wanted to fight, bro. And that's why it is paramount that Tua does not miss a single game. Like when Tua went out, Tyreek almost became useless, bro. Like almost became useless, dog. Like it is paramount that Tua plays all 17 games, bro. The drop off from production from the wide receivers specifically when Tua is in and he is out is atrocious, dog. So there's a lot it's disgusting. Like it's a lot that goes into it, man. So it is what it is, man. But let's transition though, Rod. Let's transition, man.